Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk all about ND filters and why the heck you'd want to use them and different ways you can use them. My name is Brad, and this is a channel all about drones and making your videos better. And if that sounds like a wonderful thing to you, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification button to follow this channel for more videos just like this one. Let's get into this. First of all, you have these ND filters that can go onto your drones, and I have several of them. I've got a 4, I've got an 8, I have a 16, just like most people do. But then I have a 64, a 128, and a 256. You can hardly even see through that. Look at that. Why would you want all of these different ND filters? First of all, my 4, 8, and 16 are also polarized. They're ND and they're polarized. And if you take a quick look, you can see that they spin. This actually spins on here. And that's to help with reflections from water or from windows or whatnot. The 64, 128, and 256 are simply ND filters. But again, why would you want these? Let me tell you, when you're out in the sun and you've got your drone up there and you're getting all these blown out things and you're trying to adjust the shutter speed and everything else, the ISO, and you've got the ISO down to 100 as low as it'll go, and your shutter speed is as high as it'll go, and it just starts looking really funny because when you have a high shutter speed, when you're doing video, it just doesn't look right. You don't get that motion blur. So you put one of these filters on, and you can put your shutter speed at an appropriate level at either 150th or 160th, depending on how many frames per second you're shooting, and even 120th if you're doing 60 frames per second. And then you can use the filter, the ND filter, to make it so that you can actually do that, and then you get a proper shutter speed and a good ISO. But then with the 4 Pro, aperture control, so that you can have different apertures, and you can have a little bit of focus blur or bokeh or however you want to say it, and you can just have a little bit more control of what you see. Now if you take a look at these videos, I took each one of these at the same place, the same time of day, each one with the same aperture, ISO, and shutter speed. As you see, they're all set up just like this, and you can see the difference. In fact, the 256, you can barely even see it. So what you can do if you really, really want to, is you can take that 256 and you can do day to night. And here's what I did for each one of these different filters to show you the appropriate or a better way of shooting with each one of these filters during the same day, the same time. Well, not the exact same time, because you can't put them all on the same drone at the same time, because then you'd have a really, really messed up looking drone. And one of the other things I'm going to do with the 64, the 128, and the 256 is I am going to play around with long exposure photography, because with that 256, I should be able to set my shutter speed to really, really high and have my aperture really, really closed, and I may be able to do some really interesting time-lapse with the drone, stuff that most people don't do. So all of my filters are PolarPro. They did not sponsor this. I purchased all of these, and I love them because they came very highly recommended, so that's what I like to use. And so far they have been wonderful, and I really do enjoy them. And I've had questions of people saying, hey, do I even really need a filter? Yes, you should probably get them, just because what happens when you get on those really bright days and you're on a client site and you can't get a really good picture because you don't have a filter. You're going to look a lot like an amateur. So you want to look like a professional. We've used these in many shoots. We've used them for Navy Pier. We've used them for the triathlon here in Chicago. We've used them for different shoots because they really give you that extra flexibility of getting the shot that you really, really want. So that's my opinion on the ND filters. My opinion is yes, get some, at least some. These filters here, now the PolarPro are not cheap, okay, but you can get a decent set of filters, whatever your budget allows, but get some filters. If you're only going to get one filter, get at least a 16 or maybe an 8. But these came in kits. These came in 2 different kits that I purchased. You can also get them in a kit of 6. The only one I don't have is the 32, the ND32. I'd really like to have that. So PolarPro, if you're watching, if you want to shoot me the 32 for free, that'd be great, because I've given you a lot of money for these filters. I'd like to say thank you to all of my new subscribers, because I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, and that's kind of a milestone for me, and I'm really excited about that. So thank you for joining, and I hope you give me some great ideas of videos that you'd like to see in the comments below in any one of my videos. I am definitely all open to any kind of suggestions of what you want to learn about making drone videos, the flying the drones, the editing, what you're really looking forward to. And of course, I may have missed something in this video, so again, leave something in the comments below of whatever I've missed, because you know, I'm not perfect. As much as I like to think I am, I'm just not. And don't forget to like the video and share the video with some people you think might find some use out of it or get some good information. And subscribe, like I said before. And until next time, fly safe. And I've got to find a new catchphrase if you want to help me. But until then, bye!